Good morning and welcome to the Gray Barn of Andover, New Jersey. This morning we're going to do what we call the annex, the front room that used to have all the cases in it and now has several of our vendors' bookcases as well as the ephemera. We're in Andover, New Jersey, and this is the only place you're going to find an actual Andover, New Jersey souvenir. We have these stoneware mugs here for $10 each. That's my stuff. I have collections, and so does my husband. He's got a huge cheese box collection going on that he actually stole from me, but I let him have it. So without further ado, let's dive into our vendors' items here. You can absolutely purchase. Most of the items here are shippable. We will let you know if it's not able to be done for various reasons, fragility, size. It's usually that. And then keep in mind, and this is for any platform that you're buying from right now, any shipments that you're getting in now could be coming from where we are today. It's only 25 degrees, extreme colds. And what that means is let the packages sit in your living room or wherever and get to room temperature before you open them if they have breakables. And breakables do include cast iron. Cast iron needs to get to room temperature. If you open up a cast iron frying pan and it's been in the freezing cold and you open it up in a warm living room, that handle can crack. So at this time of the year, it's imperative that you let your packages get to room temperature before you open them. Any of the glasswares and stuff, it's a shock to the item to go from extreme colds to a nice warm room. So keep that in mind, and always keep that in mind every winter. So right now, this is Vintage Crush. And other than the train guy, everybody in this room is at least 20% off if it doesn't have that word firm after it, which most of the items in here, as you can see, do not, but on some of the $3 items. So you'll see that says firm, but if it doesn't say firm, then you are taking 20% off. And that's the same however you pay us, because a lot of the payments that we receive for the items on here that get shipped are PayPal, and you'll still get that same price. So 8 becomes $6.40, 22 would be $17.60, I want to say. $7 for the cigar box becomes $5.60. That's nice, a Scrabble dictionary. And if you're local, you can always pay when you come in. Unless it's an extreme amount of time, then we ask that you let us know and we will send you an invoice. So you can see we also have new products in this room as well. We have the goat milk soaps and we have the beeswax, which we're not going to ship right now because, again, with the can and that being a little cold, it's an aerosol. We're not really supposed to ship aerosol cans. So without special things, we have a lot of stickers, ephemera, a lot of great soap. We even have a nice little selection of parfums. A lot of ephemera, new ephemera. There's vintage ephemera in here as well. We have the Jazz Cat banners. We also have the Christmas banners up front. And then over here we have Betty's Treasures. Now, tall lamps like that, obviously we're not going to ship, but we can get this Santa out to you. He would be $32. Cute little Christmas light for $20. Some nice Lennox pieces, $28. Would be what? Would be $23, $20, something like that. So I just do times 0.8. Is that? I don't see a tag on that. I don't know if there's another piece to that. We have the Buyer Caroler. She's just $12 for this one. We have some nice Jim Shores. The snowman with the dog is $46, and then take 20% off. Angel becomes $24. I can do that in my head. 25 becomes 20. Those I can do. So we've got a lot of beautiful ruby glass, which works great for this time of the year, mixed in with your emerald green glass. And just leave it out because then you got Valentine's Day, so it's always a beautiful color to have out. A lot of beautiful cups and saucer sets. They do not come with the stands. So 16 would become $12.80. The Christmas one over here, Christmas cup of tea, is $9.60. This looks like a set. Yes, so this is the teapot. It would be $25.60 with the 2 cups and saucers as well. And if you have any question on any of these items in this video, that's a pretty little teapot there. 17, that'd be what, 12, 14.60, something like that. If you see anything in this video or past videos that you need more information on, do not hesitate to reach out to us. The best way to let me know what you're looking at is to give me either a clear screenshot, which if you're watching on your TV, just pick up your phone and use your camera phone to get that. Or if you're on your phone, use your screenshot abilities on there. Just pause it and do a screenshot that way. Or a timestamp if you're not comfortable with doing screenshots. Timestamps help me out as well. So then again, this is 20% on this shelf as well. And all the information is right down below on how to purchase from us. We try not to make it too difficult for you. $11.20 on the little butter paddles. This one's got some ribbing to it. So this one's just on this side. So we have a dark wood and a light wood. This one's got a little more of a thinner hand. They're about the same, but this one's more like it's unstained. So basically that's it. So today is going to be one of those days where my coffee needs coffee. $4 on that. Larger pictures than that we don't ship. We have a nice selection of vintage magazines, and these are new music boxes. You have to keep cranking them. They're manual. So, and that sleigh has sold. It's already been paid. It's waiting for pickup, but the shoebox is available. It is empty, but the box itself is just $12, so it's in nice condition. Okay. I'm gonna turn just so you can see the center. Oh, I wanted you to see this beautiful Christmas tree. It is musical. You can see we do have a lot of vintage and newer ephemera. It is 3 sections. We are not offering shipping on this, but for our local folks, I know they're getting slim picking on the ceramic Christmas trees every year, the vintage ones. You can get them brand new for smaller for like $50, but what's the point of a new one when you can have a nice vintage one? It does need some cleaning if you're able to clean that snow. I can't really get my hand down there, but it does work. It's a manual crank for the music box. I just can't get my hand in there. So we're going to come around this way now. So we're going to start with Belmont Farmhouse, vendor 57, and then right after her, vendor 56, and then right after her, as would be 57. Both Belmont Farmhouse and the Hip Chick are 30% off items not marked firm, and they both have booths in the back as well as shelves in our locked case. Not shipping this giant green bottle or this blue piece of glass, because that would need to be a box in a box, and that goes into the larger, you hit the fees when it gets to a certain size, and that definitely would. And we do, on certain items, do a box in a box, so that's where you might hit the larger fee. That pocketbook is very nice, but it does have condition issues, which is why it's been here a bit. $35, it has a broken handle, so these are cool. Little stitch counter for just $2.10. A pretty cup and saucer stand not included. $35 becomes, I think, $24.50. Right? Yeah. Lots of littles. Some other fun pieces. And then over here we have our Hip Chick, who's also 30% off, not marked firm. So you can see little things like that are marked 3 firm. So we tried to tell, we try not to do, we try to tell them 10 and under to do firm. Anything over that, it's not a sale if everything's got firm on it. So you won't see a whole lot of firms in our shop, just on some of the lower end items. Cute little ice skates for $2. I was just laughing at the description on this. Santa has a slight crack on his bottom, but don't we all? Yeah, so that one's 5 firm. Oh, that's actually just in the porcelain. That's okay. That's not a hairline crack or anything. Nothing that's going to hurt it. A lot of great things here, as you can see, and 30% off. That is a newer key lock box for $10.50. For our local folks, we do have one musical instrument in here right now. They do sell fast. And then over here we have, as you can see, Rowan Tree has just a bookcase and a lock shelf, and she is constantly in need to come in here and fill the space because her prices are so good. She's also 20% off, so this does have condition issues, which is why it's, you can see our rabbit needs an ear here. He lost an ear in it. He's running too fast. So, and again, 20% off items not marked firm. $6.40 on those. But I think Big Ben was firm, but he wasn't that much. How much are you, Big Ben? 6 firm. I don't know what brand that is. And then I think this is a Coach. Yeah, Coach wristlet. $6. Wow. Okay. We got some nice old books here. This does not sit flat. This will need to hang, this thing here. Yeah, you can see it's got the hanging here. We've tried to have it sit. So 13 would be $10.40, I believe. So it needs a nice little hook to hang from. We are not shipping the shiny bright ornaments in the boxes like that. It is just too much of a headache to package those up for you. I apologize, but those are pickup only. Another nice Coach here, $25.60. So this is the Rowan Tree. Yes, the Rowan Tree. And then over here we have Cavalier Collectibles, so also has more space in the back. And now we're back into all our 20% off vendors. Again, unless marked firm, so. Now this cup, I did try to, there's like a weird stain there. I did try to get that out for the vendor, but I could not. So $9.60 on that. And then over here we have new to you. Oh, missed sign from the weekend. Yeah, my husband helped me put the signs up, and as a result, I ended up missing signs and things got misplaced. So I will be doing that from now on. And I don't have to worry about him hearing this because he never watches my videos. So, oh, that's cute. Those are a good deal. Over there. These are just 5 firm each on these little teacups and saucers. They're nice. Very cute. It's like little square saucers. So if you want one or all, let me know. What is this flower here? I don't know. She just says flowers. I like little bluebells. We'll call these violets and then roses. So if you want one or all of those, just let me know. Very good price on those. And you can see that has a hairline on the, or a pear on the handle, as does this one. So we always double check before we wrap and pack these things for you as well to make sure everything you're getting is as we have told you it will be. If there's any condition, we reach right out to you and let you know. $6.40 on that. Cute little houses. These just came in. They're absolutely beautiful old hand mirrors. This one is $32. The porcelain insert on that one. And detail on this handle is hollow. It is what they would call a pot metal. And you can see, as usual, there is, you know, the blackening in the mirror. $5.60 on that little vase. Nice mustache cup for $12. We got some beautiful transfer wares going on here from Johnson Brothers, including a soap dispenser. And that is $12. And then a set of 5 of these are $20. So it looks like it's all different seasons. Does not look like they are the same. Okay, and this is Curated Curiosities. And I know a lot of people have been buying these, and they've been making, this is the Fenton Daisy at $11.20. Some people collect them just as is, but I've seen a lot of people this year have been making really cool snowmen, and they've been wanting these hats for the topper. So you have that right there, which is always a good thing by itself or as a hat topper. So you can see a lot of great things here. Again, these vases will not be shipped, especially this time of the year. Our train guy is not shippable and is leaving us. This is his last month with us. So after 10 years of being with us, no, 11 years, September 2014, he's retiring and leaving. So the area, so a little hard. And this is Burning Sensation Antiques, who is another 20% off vendor. Again, things like that we are not going to ship, but we will, of course, you know, you can pay us, or you can, you know, if you're going to come in right away or tomorrow or whatever, pay then, but we will gladly pull those things aside for you. Okay, and these are all 20% off. Unless marked firm, which he has just on the marbles for $4. All right, and this was Burning Sensation Antiques. And this is what we call the annex. So you gotta be sure, like I've always said, to look up and look down. You know, it's kind of hard, you know, it's like the supermarket. These are your prime spots right here, eye level. But even when you go shopping anywhere, always be sure to check the bottom shelves and to look way up. And, you know, in this room, we don't have a lot of stuff up on top for sale, but there are some things. Well, don't look up there because that's my stuff. Like I said, we're here more than we're home, so I have some of my collections out here. But, I mean, the artwork that's up here is for sale, so. Oh, we have some beautiful, I'm going to quick, for our local people, we do have some nice chandeliers as well, and they are all functioning, and they are all, these two are 20% off, and this one is 30% off. This one just came in recently. So this one is $150 with, and then 30% off, so $105, and that is definitely vintage. So thank you again for visiting with us at the Gray Barn of Andover. I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you have a fantastic day.